We're at the Silverton Sports Hub, and we're here today to test the long-anticipated new giant Trinity. I've been a part of this project ever since they announced that they were going to launch the new Trinity. So to actually see it in person is fantastic, really. We're going to test it with a few different configurations of wheels, the actual positional changes that we can make. Because this is obviously the bike now. We've got a lot more configurations that we can make with the front end. You know, we got the new sync cockpit that's very adjustable. You know, pretty much straight out of the box. Where you look at a lot of bikes on the market now, and they haven't got the same customization really. And then we're going to run some different tests. So obviously, some people will want to run, you know, like this option here. We've got the new Cadex disc and a 4-spoke. And they might want to run a 4-spoke combination or a 50mm. So we just want to see what are the gains of those wheels really. You know, I've been riding this bike for quite a long time now. The stiffness, the positive feedback you get out of this bike is phenomenal really. It's just not as harsh as the old Trinity. Normally when you're on the bike, you'll get a lot of glute pain, hamstrings, you know, after a long period. Where with this it's just a much more rideable bike really. You can feel the stiffness of the bike even in the rig, because you always get a bit of movement. So obviously with the disc brakes, it's just you can almost feel the stiffness there. So impressive. We're comparing the new 4-spokes. We're testing a rear 4-spoke. Obviously we've still got the front one in. So again, we're going to do a yaw sweep. We're running at 45 kilometers an hour. So we're going to go minus 20 plus 20 at 5-degree increments, because then obviously on this type of wheel, if you go into Kona, then that's when you'll see high degrees of yaw. Just do a comparison really. Obviously we've got the super wheels, we've got the Cadex and the Cadex disc. We know probably the fastest wheel on the market. So let's test out the 50s. So we've just tested the 50mm SLR wheels against Cadex super wheels, which is obviously the Cadex 4-spoke and disc. So the next thing we're going to be doing is going to be adapting the bike, and then I'm going to drop the saddle height as well. It feels a little bit high, but the adjustability of this front end is, anyone can do it out of the box really. So the beauty of this bike is obviously we've got these interlocking spacers that are really fast to be able to adjust. But if you add cables, you can just basically break them apart and then interlock them. It's a great adaptability part of this bike. It's going to save me hours doing a bike fit, which is unbelievable really. Definitely starting to feel more like my bike now. Yeah, it feels so much better. Next change we're going to make is bringing the poles back. Yeah, it's quite an extended reach at the minute, so I want to bring that back. So we've got the bento box on the bike now. So we've got the triathlon version of the bike. The bento box is going to hold 6 gels, and then we've got the integrated hydration, which will hold 850 mils of water. So the art of this is that you'll be able to drink on the fly. You've not got to move around. Take your hands off and take a bottle. Yeah, blown away by the whole experience today. The position itself just feels fantastic. Just being able to adapt the bike into like so many different positions, really. I just feel like one with the bike, and that's really important, as an athlete, and especially for bike fitting it. Riding this bike has been outstanding. Like you can just feel how responsive the bike is. It's super stiff, and the feedback that you get from it. There's no flex, like you see that with a lot of bikes. Like when you get out of the saddle, the bike just wants to drive forwards. And then obviously like the aerodynamics of the bike, it's very easy to hold like your position, especially like at high degrees of yaw. So when the wind's blowing, it's really stable, and that's like a key part, because it just means that you can sustain the position on the bike. Really, you've not got to come in and out of the position as much. It just feels like a lot more efficient, like when you're riding in like the real world. Like anyone that's ridden a Giant before, like, I'm on the 3rd generation of Trinity now. This is just going to blow people's minds realistically. It's just so responsive. What I love about this bike is just the adaptability, the consideration. We've got different angle, we've got pad adaptability fore and after, and then we've got the adjustability with the sync extensions themselves. So all in all, it's a really good round package. The fastest bike is like the most adjustable bike. We're in a position in the world now where a lot of the bikes, the margins of them are small. But if you can fit the rider into the bike, then you're always going to get the fastest setup ultimately. And then you can utilise the position on the bike itself in different ways. And obviously the key part about this, obviously we've got like the tri version of it, is we've got like the bento box that we can store like 6 gels into it. And then we've got the hydration side of it. So we've got the bottle with the integrated straw. So again, it's just going to be very adaptable, and it just means that you can consistently hold that position, so you're not going to keep coming in and out of it a lot. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's on a different level realistically. It accelerates forward, so if you're climbing, it wants to accelerate. You feel like you get off the bike and you've not gone to war. I've won National 50 like many times, won a lot of races, and I'll get off the bike and you'll feel it really in like your glutes. But with this, you're not feeling this. So I think that must be obviously like the new layup of the carbon fibre. We know that we've got a fast bike now, and obviously it's going to be the same for everybody. The proof is in when you come to race, but it's going to put a smile on everybody's face. Yeah, I'm just blown away. Like I've ridden many bikes, and this is the best thing that I've ever ridden. And I think anyone that buys one of these, it's going to blow your mind really. So yeah.